Hey, beautiful people, I'm so happy you're here with me today. If you've been feeling like you're running in place, like you're doing all the scripts, saying all the affirmations, and hitting play on the vision board in your head every single night, but nothing is moving, this video is just for you. I know that stuck feeling so well. It's like you're waiting for a train that's running late, and you're starting to wonder if you're even at the right station. You look around and see everyone else getting their big break, and you start to think, is the law of attraction broken for me? Am I doing it wrong? But what if I told you that being stuck isn't a stop sign? It's actually the universe's way of hitting the pause button so you can recalibrate your frequency. When we're trying to manifest a big change, maybe it's a new home, a soulmate, or a career that actually makes your heart sing, we sometimes get so caught up in the how and the when that we accidentally create what I call waiting room energy. Think about how you feel in a doctor's waiting room. You're checking your watch, you're restless, and you're constantly looking at the door. That is a frequency of lack. And because the universe is a giant mirror, if you're putting out waiting energy, it just reflects more waiting back to you. To escape the waiting room, we have to stop looking at the door and start changing the furniture inside our own hearts. The first secret to breaking through that stuck feeling is a technique I love called micro shifting. We often think a big life change requires a giant, scary, cinematic leap, but really the universe responds to movement, any movement. If you want to manifest a totally different life, start by changing the tiny, insignificant things in your day. If you want a new career, start by changing your morning routine or sitting at a different table for lunch. If you want a new relationship, start by romanticizing the relationship you have with yourself. Buy yourself the flowers, take yourself on the date. When you change the tiny things, you signal to your subconscious that you are a person who moves, not a person who waits. It's like opening a window in a stuffy room. Suddenly, the fresh air of your manifestation can finally find a way in. Now, let's talk about the big one, financial freedom and the energy of knowing. A lot of the time, we feel stuck because we're manifesting from a place of needing. We're looking at our bank accounts or our current stressful situations and saying, I need this to change so I can finally feel safe and happy. But here is the magic flip. Financial freedom starts as an internal feeling of abundance before it ever shows up as a comma in your bank account. Think of it like this: if you knew for a 100% fact, like you had a guaranteed contract from the universe, that $1 million was hitting your account next month, how would you walk today? How would you breathe? You'd be so relaxed, right? You'd be kind to people, you'd be creative, and you wouldn't be stressing over the stuck feeling because you'd know the change is already a done deal. Manifesting is just the practice of acting as if until your reality has no choice but to catch up. When you stop needing the change to happen to be happy, that's exactly when the change finally has the space to show up. You have to be the person who is already free before the freedom arrives. Another reason we get stuck is that we're holding on to a safety net that's actually a trap. We want the new life, but we're afraid to let go of the old, uncomfortable one because, well, at least it's familiar. We know exactly how much the old life hurts, and that feels safer than the unknown. But you can't hold on to the old railing while trying to climb a new ladder. Sometimes the big change requires you to clear out the clutter, physically, mentally, and even in your environment. Are you keeping clothes that the future you would never wear? Are you hanging on to habits or even friendships that belong to the version of you that was stuck? To manifest the big stuff, you have to start living like the person who already has it, not by being irresponsible with your money, but by being intentional with your energy. If the future you is financially free and successful, how do they treat their time? Do they spend 3 hours scrolling through things that make them feel bad, or do they invest that time into their passions? Start being that person now, even in the smallest, cutest ways. Buy that $5 bouquet of flowers for your desk because future you always has a beautiful space. Write your to-do list as if you're already managing a successful business. And remember, beautiful people, the stuck feeling is often just the quiet moment right before a massive breakthrough. In nature, there's a silence before the storm, and there's a deep stillness in the soil before the flower bursts through. It's the indrawn breath before a shout. It's the silence before your favorite song starts to play. If you're feeling stagnant, it's time to stop trying to manifest and start being the manifestation. Let go of the how because that's the universe's job, not yours. Release the when because time is just a suggestion to a creator like you. Trust that the universe has the coordinates, the delivery truck is on the way, and your only job is to stay in a high vibe, joyful frequency so you're home when it rings the doorbell. You aren't stuck, you're just gathering momentum. Think of a slingshot. You have to be pulled back a little bit before you can be launched forward into the stars. That tension you feel, that's just the launch. So take a deep breath with me. Shake off that waiting energy. Do one tiny thing today that the future you would do, and watch how quickly the world starts to shift and rearrange itself just for you. You are so incredibly powerful, you are so deeply loved, and your big change is much, much closer than you think. Stay sparkly, stay curious, and keep believing in your own magic. I'm so excited to see what you create next, and I can't wait to hear your success stories in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.